Welcome to Eating on a Budget, week 2 of 52. I'm eating on a budget to save money, specifically to buy more kilts. Now, my passion for kilts indirectly gave me a passion for cooking food. And that's going to make me a better person. It's going to add another asset to life. This specific kilt is a Hawaii kilt, and I'm matching it with a Hawaii shirt. Hawaii with the islands on top. It's pretty cool to me. Now I'm going to be even cooler by being a guy who knows how to cook in creative ways. Today, we're going to have a main entree of pink salmon that I got from the dollar store. Now, I've had the salmon before, and one can just isn't enough. So, 2 cans of salmon. $2, no tax. I'm going to utilize that in the skillet to heat it up and make it taste better. For a side, I'm going to add some baby corn. I first got introduced to baby corn by going to my local Asian stores growing up. Getting fried rice, and the specific ones in the Philadelphia area would add baby corn to it. So when I went to my local Walmart and found this, it was an automatic buy, just from nostalgia and because from memory it tastes good. I haven't had it in about 10 years, but I know this is going to taste good. Baby corn is going to go into this pot right here, or this one. So that's $1.29 from my local Walmart. Next, I'm going to add an extra side of asparagus that I got from the dollar store. I just picked this up because it looked pretty fancy, and I wanted to see how asparagus in a can would taste, because I'm eating on a budget and I'm going to try anything and everything. We're going to be creative and open-minded here. Read the instructions. It says rinse after opening, so I'm going to use a calendar that I got from the dollar store. Let me pull that out. Brand new, never used calendar from the dollar store. Drop it in here, rinse it out, and I'm going to cook it by method of oven. I'm going to spray some coconut cooking spray that I got from the dollar store and lay it on top. Put it in the oven on 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes. Check it every once in a while, and we should see how that goes. Just $1, time, patience, and effort. Alright, next is going to be brown rice. I read the back of this. This is about 11 servings of a 1/4 cup. And also from the dollar store, cups. All the way from a 1/4 cup to a full cup. What's this right here? Oh, 1/3 of a cup. So brown rice, this bag cost me about $1.29, and it has 11 servings, be it that each serving would be a 1/4 of a cup. I usually like to put a 1/2 cup. So $1.29 for what could be stretched out to 11 servings, but for me, maybe 6 or 7. That's a good price. $1.29 lasts about a week. That's a good deal. That's the epitome of eating on a budget, and rice fills you up. With this rice, I actually bought some duck sauce. Yep, to make it taste better. And we're gonna go over that once the food is done. You're gonna want to buy you some duck sauce. It is like liquid pleasure. I'll measure it out utilizing this cup measuring system that's available at the dollar store. Saw this same brand at a local supermarket for like $3.50. Same brand, and I paid $1. Eating on a budget, it's just so fantastic. I'll make the meal that much more better by adding some bread. The specific flavor of the bread is oatmeal, and I'll toast that in the skillet. Put some honey on top. If you ever had butter on your toast, honey on toast is a good option. I personally prefer honey on toast now. Specific honey will be Australian honey. I just saw it, picked out a honey that didn't have any corn syrup in it. That just said plain natural honey, and this tastes better than any honey I ever found in the honey bear, the honey bear container. This is delicious. Next, I'm going to season the food with some Pink Himalayan salt. After that, I'm going to use some Tajin, as I like on whatever food I feel like needs it. Usually I use this for fruits, maybe a cucumber the most, because it's easy to prepare and it just spices up life. I love it. And lastly, I'll use this coconut cooking spray, and that's it. That's all the food that we're going to cook, all the condiments we're going to use, all the accessories. Just budget, stove, oven. We'll come back after the food is prepared. See you soon. Alright, we're back. I have the salmon cooking up. It's about 11 minutes left for this asparagus to be done. I had put it on 400 degrees Fahrenheit and just left it in the oven for 30 minutes. For a good 30 minutes. And once it hit 15 minutes, I put the salmon in. I figured it only take about 15 minutes to cook. The baby corn has been cooking for a good 30 minutes, and I put it down to simmer because that seems like it's already done. And then this rice is reached a boiling point, and I'm going to drain that water out and then put a lid over it and let it steam with the heat off. So we have the rice cooking, and in about 10 minutes that'll be done and ready to eat. Baby corn is basically done. It's just on simmer, maintaining its heat, and the salmon is getting ready to cook, and we're going to add some spices to it to make it look alright. Let's take a look inside of the asparagus to kind of see where that's looking like right now at 10 minutes left. And from this point it looks pretty legit. It's green. Alright. The only thing that's left after that, the only thing left is to get that toast in a skillet, toast it up, put the honey on, and then we're back on track, ready to eat, get our grub on. Looks like it's going to be delicious. Alright, we're finishing up. Salmon is out. Rice is basically done. Asparagus is going to be done in about 4 minutes. Now the time to prepare this honey bread. Just to sweeten things up, add that extra kick. The smell on here is comparable to aromatherapy. In fact, it is therapy. It probably had me cooking more because some of the aroma I get from this is aromatherapy on a budget. Yeah, so this should be awesome. And this is real honey. This isn't any of the corn syrup honey that really lacks in taste. Not at all. In fact, it inspires me to go out and buy some plain original Cheerios. Pour some honey on, this honey, and make my own real Honey Nut Cheerios. Should be an experience. Alright. Once that honey hits the skillet and you get that smell of heated honey, It's very calming. It just makes you want to have a candle that's honey. Just devote a day to honey day. It's going to be delicious. Alright, let's turn this over. This is why I have the camera still on, just so we can see what that honey looks like on the bread once it's soaked in. It looks marvelous and ready to eat. Alright, next everything will be prepared on the table and we'll get started. Alright, we are ready to get started. First I'll start with the water that I'm going to drink. I usually go for purified water or spring water. I prefer spring water, but all they had was purified, so that'll do. I prefer spring water just because of the taste and because healthier than tap water. And what you see inside of the water is pink Himalayan salt that I added to the water. I just like to put a little bit of healthy additives, healthy additions to whatever I drink. This is my first time doing it, but I have a good gut feeling that it's going to be awesome. This is the coconut spray that I use for the asparagus at the dollar store. The Australian honey, which I'll call pure honey. And it tastes delicious. That's the pink Himalayan salt that I'm using because it has better health benefits than the salt that we're used to. Tajin, which I'll use as a seasoning. And lastly, duck sauce, which I'll utilize for the rice to add some flavor to it. I usually got duck sauce packets from the Asian store, which some might call the Chinese store, and it was so delicious that I had to buy this, and this tastes better than the packets, like it's gourmet. I don't want the packets anymore because I've had better. Now for the food. Right here is the asparagus, which came out looking marvelous. And I tasted it before it got on the plate, and it's on point. For $1 at the dollar store and in the oven, it's on point. That's great stuff right there. Oatmeal bread with the honey on it. It's going to add a nice flavor. Good addition. The baby corn just looks so pleasant right there. Salmon. And lastly, the rice. This is what the duck sauce looks like. And I'm just going to drizzle that on the rice. And we're going to have fun. Alright. We'll see how it tastes. Alright, we're ready to get started with the food. Now before I start with every meal, I'm going to take some of my superfood additives, superfood additions, spirulina and chlorella, because it's a general wellness dietary supplement, and whenever I take it, I feel generally well, with no side effects. Rather, no negative side effects. It's all positive. So why not? Wow. I just realized that I'm drinking that water because it has a pink Himalayan salt in it. It just wanted more. Alright, let's see. Let's start with the spinach. Alright, because that's the underdog. That's not supposed to taste good. It's $1 from the dollar store. Let's see what's happening. It is what it is. It tastes like, well, asparagus, which is healthy. It's no bad aftertaste. It just tastes like asparagus. I like it. It's like be a good addition to a burger. It sounds weird, but I've seen McDonald's put mushroom on their burger, called it a mushroom burger. So why not asparagus? In fact, think it'll have pretty good synergy with the burger. Let's go with the baby corn. Such a magical taste. The whole point of this is that it's good. You know, you go to your local store, fast food restaurant, and buy something quick, say a value meal, and it's just average. It's just a meal. Whenever I would do it, I'd feel hungry after, or I'd want more. With this, it's good. And if I add seasoning on top of it, like this Pink Himalayan Salt, gives it an extra flavor. And baby corn is on point. The pink salmon, which I heated up, tastes better than tuna. I don't want tuna anymore. And this salmon doesn't need mayonnaise to taste good. Just straight up pink salmon with a little bit of Pink Himalayan salt on it. No mayonnaise needed. That is great. Oatmeal honey bread. I can imagine that salmon in there. And that's going to be on point. Here's the rice with the duck sauce. Duck sauce is a great condiment. It makes the rice so much better because of its own unique flavor, and it has synergy with it. In fact, I'll call it a versatile sauce because it can go on rice, it can go on meat, it's great. Can't put ketchup and mustard on rice. It just doesn't go together. The duck sauce can go on the rice and the meat and on the bread. In fact, I knew that already. That's why I put it on the side of my plate. Here's duck sauce with salmon. Great synergy. Here's duck sauce with baby corn. I could eat a whole bowl drenched in that. Here's duck sauce with the asparagus and salmon, since this wants to join in. That's like a modification of asparagus with beef. Like asparagus on a hamburger, that's asparagus with salmon. And it's great. And the duck sauce. So there we go. A meal of rice, asparagus, baby corn, salmon, bread. Asparagus was $1. Baby corn was $1.29. Salmon, I bought 2 cans, that's $2. So already at 2, 3, 4. The rice cost for a whole bag $1.29. 11 servings at 1/4 cup. Just I used a 1/2 cup, so it's just rounded down to 25 cents for the rice, just for a ballpark number. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. $4.50. That's under $5 with the bread added for a meal, which you can easily eat and then save for seconds. That's $5 divided by 2. $2.50, because this is a lot of food. Much better than paying $5 to $10 for one meal. So I'm going to continue doing this. Week 3. Looking forward to it. I'm going to be a cook one day. Professional style. Thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure. See you next week. Peace.
Let's just dump it all then.
Now, sing